David, you're always into biology, optimizing biology. What do you make now, 3 years later, of COVID, vaccines, new information coming out, the whole nine? Do you have thoughts on it? Do you have comments on it? Do you have
Uh,
anything to learn from all that?
I was just greatly reminded that I pay my government, my chosen government, to protect me from violence, and that's the role of government. Their job is to stop criminals from stealing my stuff or killing me. Governments failed in this case. So what I learned was we should be holding our governments a lot more accountable and reminding them that it is not their job to keep us safe from everything. It is safe from violence. That's what I pay them for. Forcing someone to do something against their will is an act of violence. So whether you were for or against whatever treatment, you should actually be asking yourself, why were you put in a position of being for or against something that was an option, whereas there are many, many options every single day, like what you put on your plate. So I'm frankly embarrassed for our species for the way we were so easily programmed. This is why my new coffee is called Danger Coffee, because people who have their full energy are unprogrammable. You cannot trick us that way again. And psychological manipulation techniques from the marketing and propaganda industries were absolutely used for industry marketing that created many billions of dollars in profit. Whether or not it worked or not is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the people who took away your choice are enemies of humanity. They don't get to do that, and they will never get to do that again, because there are plenty of people like you and me who saw what they did, were aware they can't do this again.
Yeah, really well said, Dave. I appreciate you saying that too. It's fascinating to watch how the narrative's almost gone 180 over that 3 year period. I mean,
Yet no one's gone to jail yet.
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm publishing videos now on YouTube. Those exact same videos got me strikes and almost deplatformed 3 years ago. The
By the
exact
way,
same video, you know? So,
kudos for holding the line. You and I both did that. It cost both of us a lot socially, just in terms of algorithms. I got shadow banned, where I actually was like, it's your choice. I'm not even telling you not to do it or to do it. Uh, and I created something that I think stopped me from being fully canceled. And I actually had to come out of the closet, Brian. Did you see when I did that?
no, I didn't.
Well, it turns out that some of my friends will let you stick anything in them with no standards. And other of my friends will never let you stick anything in them no matter what. And neither one of those felt authentic to my true self. So for me to live in my proper identity, I just had to come out of the closet as being curious, which is vaccine industry curious, which means that I work with my care providers to decide what's best for me. So that was my stance for the entire pandemic. Was look, like I actually think mRNA vaccines may be a key to living to 180, but they actually should be tested and not for that kind of stuff. But if I could do an mRNA vaccine that was tested for 20 years that would stop all cancer and stop all diabetes, line me up. But
Yeah.
I would like clinical trials first. So I'm not opposed to them in the slightest. Just don't force people to do stuff. I'm not going to make you eat a donut, and you're not going to make me eat kale. It's okay.
So well said. And you were in Canada, so it was even harder up there, right?
Why do you think I'm in Austin?
Yeah, yeah. It's
I had to
funny.
leave.
It's funny. So we're making a documentary film about everything I went through for 46 days, where we had our initial, conversations to where we were banned, and then we had to create our own platform to stream. And it's funny because on my first conversation, March 18th, I was like, look, I went to MIT. I'm taking the vaccine. I'm doing all this stuff because I've been told it works. And by the end of it, after speaking to all these people, I've kind of changed my mind. And then when I talked to the Great Barrington Declaration people, I talked to Robert Kennedy, I talked to all these people. Of course, nobody else could listen to them on the digital platforms, but I could. And by the end of that, I was just like, you know what? I feel like I want to make my own decisions on some of these things. And you can really see me turn this narrative. And it's kind of fascinating to watch.
I was watching you, Brian. I mean, you do good stuff. You're curious and willing to change, and so am I. And I for people who decided to do it or to not do it, That's awesome. You can also decide to be a vegan or a non-vegan. You can decide to ski, which is relatively dangerous, or to not ski. Like all of these things, they're just choices. But anytime a person says they're going to take away your choice to make you safer, that person is a sociopath. That's how they work. And the only appropriate response for people like that is to build giant wood chippers to put them in.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you gotta pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.